Hey there, it's Linda in Belize. If you haven't watched my channel before, we're going to talk about my background and what my channel is meant to do. So a little bit about me. I'm from Canada and I moved to Belize in 2020. And I basically came for a 3-week trip for investment purposes. And because Canada shut down, I ended up staying until I was able to apply for permanent residence. So basically, I didn't come back to Canada for 13 months. And my investing in real estate journey started back in 2006, and I've been an accounting manager for over 20 years. Now, about international real estate. Well, I started listening to the Real Estate Guys radio and decided that I wanted to buy something in a warmer climate that I could go to occasionally. And that changed, obviously, where now I live in the warmer climate and come back to Canada to check on my investments instead. Now in 2023, I decided to join Keller Williams Belize because I really wanted to further assist people moving or investing in Belize. When I came, I didn't really find an agent that would truly represent the buyer. Most people that I met would only show their own listings. So becoming a buyer's agent was really a natural progression for me. And a lot of our agents at Keller Williams, including our broker, had the same problem moving to Belize, which is actually how Keller Williams came about in Belize. In terms of other things I do, I still do teach accounting in the US, in Canada, and online, but my focus is really helping people investing in real estate and navigating Belize. So I have one playlist on YouTube that includes tips for moving to Belize, and here I tell people how they can join a trip with me to see parts of the country that they might like best. And I also have a lot of testimony and details of the past tours I've done. I also talk about what life is like in Belize through expats' eyes. So I interview other people that have made the journey into Belize, and they can tell you what they think about it, the pros, the cons, anything about the things that they wish they had known as well. I also talk about how you can move to Belize because there's many different options. There's the QRP, Qualified Retired Person Program, as well as permanent residency or getting a work permit. So all these processes are things that I can help with. And I also talk about where to shop and what prices are like. So some of my more popular recent videos are showing affordable places to eat and stay in both Placencia as well as San Pedro. On the real estate side, I also include videos showing properties available for sale based on client requests. So a lot of times I show people around in person, but if they ask for details on properties virtually, I'll often prepare a video that's for them, but share it with my other viewers as well. I also show you how to find a place you would love to live or visit just occasionally. And I also do show rental videos, and this is something other realtors don't really help with generally, because one of the things I recommend to people is if you're thinking of moving to another country, you should probably come check it out and rent first to make sure it's a place you want to be. I also have a playlist on travel tips for Belize. So here I show options for traveling within the country, including the cost and time required, because there's many different ways to get around. I also show affordable options for dining out in both Placencia and San Pedro, which I already mentioned, which helps if you're living here or if you're traveling. I also talk about different activities to do while in the country. So if I go places and video them, I'll show them to you. Also, I'm a tropic air agent, so if you're coming to Belize and you need a flight within the country, I can help with that as well as assist with any other travel recommendations. Finally, I have information on real estate investing. So I do training for investors. I talk about how you can budget for a rental, and I also often talk about long-term versus short-term rentals. This experience comes from doing presentations on the Edmonton Real Estate Investors Association. I used to be on the board for that, and I still go back periodically to give presentations on accounting and tax for investors. My specialty also is on short-term rentals, so I talk about furnished rentals, the different software that's available, other booking sites you can use, and how to research whether something will make a good short-term rental. And for cost savings, being an accountant, it's one of the things I like, so I talk about different ways you can automate your short-term rental business and any other cost savings I find. As a buyer's agent here in Belize, I'm happy to help with any questions you have about moving or investing here, or any general real estate investing help. To get advice on real estate investing, you just join my membership on YouTube. That gives you 1 hour of my time every month, and I often use that to help people find rentals, help with setting up their Airbnbs, or any other services I can provide. I hope to see you soon in Belize.